Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you about the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity. So what is the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity? So first of all, what we're going to do is distinguish it. So scalar quantity has only a magnitude only. Magnitude defined as a value for any uh, maybe a mass, something like that. So, vector quantity has magnitude and direction. So, ibig sabihin, meron siyang magnitude, which is value, and meron siyang direction. So, that's pretty easy. So, what are the example of magnitude only? So, we have first example is... Wait, how can I write this? Or for example, we have distance. So, bakit pa naging scalar quantity ang distance? So, scalar quantity can only be positive in some direction. Distance cannot be negative. So, let's say we have an arrow here. Maybe a line. And then, let's say this is 6 meters. No, let's say this is... No. Let's say this is point A. This is point B. Wait lang. Takpan natin or hindi? It should not be arrow because it will go to infinity. If it is an arrow, so just like this. A segment. And B. And the distance from A to B is 4 meters. So distance is a scalar quantity because it cannot be negative in number. So you cannot say you have a negative distance of -4. If you're referring to that, that should be a displacement as a vector quantity. So vector quantity can be negative and positive in value. So we have actually a formula for displacement. Displacement is just the change in value of x. The change in position of the first position to the second position. So change, ganito yung change sa physics. It's triangle and x. Sa geometry, that is triangle. Pero sa physics, it is change. So change in x ang displacement. So let's just say we have points here. We have point A dito. We have point B. And let me guess some number. Let's say we have a distance. This is actually the formula. It's the x position in B and x position in A. So let's say we have a person here who is at position x equals to 4 meters. And we have a in position B. XB. It's position 8 meters. So what we're going to do is just take the difference between this thing, and then that is his displacement, his or her displacement. So we do not know if the sex of this stickman is male or female. So let's have another example of scalar quantity. So another example of scalar quantity is speed. So as you can see, speed cannot be negative in number. It can only be a positive in number. You cannot say you have a negative direction, -4 meters per second. That is its unit. So examples of vector quantity is velocity. So velocity can be negative. So what is actually a velocity? Velocity is the change in change in position over time. So That is how you will define velocity. So you can just travel in a positive x direction, I mean negative x direction. You can actually travel to positive x direction. And both of them, kapag sa negative x direction, it will be negative 4 meters per second. Kapag in positive y direction, it's 4 meters per second. So now let's have another example, is a scalar quantity. Let's say we have a mass. So scalar quantity mass cannot be negative in number. So let's say we have a person here, and he has a mass of 44 kilogram. So we cannot say you have a negative 4 kilogram mass. That is impossible. Maybe you're floating, you have a mass of that. So mass cannot be negative in value. So example naman na sa vector quantity. So weight, I mean force. Okay. So example natin dito yung weight force. So you do not know that weight is a force. It's actually a force. It is measured in newtons. So everything has a weight force acting on the ground. Maybe you there sitting, nakaupo ka dyan, you have a weight force acting on the ground, and it's always negative because it is on negative direction. So now let's have another example sa scalar quantity. We have say temperature. So temperature is a scalar quantity. So no further more explanation for that. We actually have another volume is a scalar quantity, and that's it. I think that's it. That's examples for scalar vector quantity.